Well, hello everyone, and welcome. Welcome.
Welcome to the Movie Man podcast.
Just plain, not even that. Just plain welcome.
Yeah, this is a place of acceptance.
Yeah, this is you can come in and you can tell us about your deep dark secrets, and you can.
Well, like where in the comments section?
Yeah, for the world to see.
Or where would the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. No one.
That's fair.
No one judges here.
Except the police.
Welcome to what is potentially the Star Wars episode that none of you are going to listen to.
Ouch. Yeah. It's a sad reality that, like, what you're saying might be true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
may not be, I will say, it may not be the most hated Star Wars film anymore.
There's some.
I think it held that title for a very long time.
Oh, for sure.
And
it absolutely did.
I think that maybe it still holds that title. I don't have statistics in front of me, but The Last Jedi definitely maybe gave it a run for its money.
Right. Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
But before all that,
we should do some housekeeping.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone who did decide to listen to this episode on Star Wars, follow, subscribe across all our various platforms. So we're on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. And then on social media, we're on Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram. And we're also on Patreon. And if you have any questions, just send them via a message on Facebook, or you can email us at themoviemenpodcast@gmail.com, all lowercase.
Or
and Brady,
or check out our MySpace. Is that a thing?
It was in 1994.
Oh, okay.
So I'm maybe not that old, but maybe like the mid 2000s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I miss
Brady,
MySpace.
we have one more piece of housekeeping. What do you think that is?
I think that we need to. Is it? I don't know. Do we? We need to vote. We need to vote on the taxation of the trade routes.
Oh, never, ever say that again.
But there's a blockade.
No, we need to thank all our tier 3 and above Patreon supporters.
Yeah,
because it's the first episode of the month.
Hold on to your seatbelts here for this big, epic, long list. Thank you, Daphne Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, thanks, Daphne.
Yeah. Anyways.
Means a lot. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Our last shout out was so much cooler. Like she really enjoyed it, and it was kind of like a joke. This was just like a straight shout out. So.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to keep them guessing.
That's right. Well, should we get to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I don't think we have anything else. That's like the shortest.
Yeah, it seems short. I feel like we're forgetting something.
Go follow us. Did you mention Patreon?
I did, very briefly.
Support us on Patreon. It's a great, we do a bonus show for $1 a month. You can get 2 to 2.5 hours of extra wicked awesome bonus content per month.
Absolutely.
So,
and there's various tiers, and there's different perks that the higher tiers you go. Just check it out, see if it's something that you're interested in. And
it's true. There are a lot of tiers. Pete is an emotional guy.
Hey, man, Phantom Menace gets me going.
Yeah. Okay, so a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, George Lucas invented a little thing called Star Wars. And it swept the nation. It was a real big deal.
Right, and it made him incredibly rich.
Yeah, and then and then for a number of years, we didn't have any Star Wars.
Any new Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then, in 1999, we got a new Star Wars for the first time in a really long time.
Right. And might I add, Brady, for the first time in many people's lifetimes, this was the first time you and I could see a new Star Wars in the theater.
And I'll tell you, I wasn't old enough at the time to understand the hype.
Sure.
We didn't have social media. We didn't have we didn't have a lot of the ways of experiencing other people's hype and excitement like we do now.
Right. Yeah. It was like a newspaper article that, like, a non-interactive media form where you couldn't say, hey, 72 other thousand people commented on this and are as pumped as I am. Like, it was just, here's the news, Star Wars is coming out today.
Sure. And I mean, in 1999, there were online forums.
Okay, fair.
But, anyways, there was, all of that is to say, there was hype.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There was mass excitement for this film.
Yeah.
Star Wars is coming back.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Like, what a big deal.
Right.
They even make a movie. Have you ever seen the movie Fanboys?
I've heard of it, actually. Someone told me to watch that recently.
Yeah, so
I have not, though. Sorry.
Fanboys is just about a bunch of nerds, geeks.
Oh, maybe I have actually seen it, but continue. Yeah.
That in 1999 decide that they are going to hit the road and travel to Skywalker Ranch, which is George Lucas's house. And they are going to steal themselves a copy of The Phantom Menace. Get an early screening. Get it before anybody else. And there's this brilliant line. The whole movie is just this mass excitement. Like, it's the road to Star Wars. It's this big, epic, exciting thing. And they succeed. Like, they sit down in Skywalker Ranch.
They get there?
And wow. And they screen themselves a copy of this movie. But there's this great line just before the movie starts where one of them looks over to the rest of the guys and say, "Hey guys," and they're like, "What?" And he's like, "What if it sucks?"
Is that like the ending of the movie, like the last scene, or is that not?
No, there's more.
I think I remember that scene.
That'd be a great ending.
That scene. Yeah.
But no, it wasn't the ending.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But
so. Yeah. Can I just say I want to just put my personal bias here before we get into, because we've made some comments about this might be the worst, and I'm not here, like, I want to say I don't go door to door asking people. I don't knock on people's door going, "Excuse me, sir, like, do you have a moment to talk about how the prequels are better than the original trilogy?" Like, I don't do that. I'm not here today to say the prequels are better. The one thing I just want to say is I want to defend them a little bit. And I'm just going to say this. I think there's something to glean from them. Just look past the Hayden Christensen. Appreciate the tragedy that is Darth Vader. And you see a little bit in this movie, but then in the upcoming ones, you just see these little signs and hints and snippets of him kind of, turning and eventually, like, just losing everything he has. And I think there's something refreshing about the tragedy that is the prequels compared to the classic hero story that is the original. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm just saying we need to appreciate it and look past its flaws at times.
Well,
that's all I'm going to say.
I will one up you. I will see.
Okay.
I will see your endorsement of the prequels.
Sure. Yeah.
And I will raise you my love for the prequels.
Thank you.
And awesome. my not so much in Attack of the Clones, but really in Revenge of the Sith. I think Hayden Christensen nails it.
Me too. It's my favorite of the prequels.
The only thing in the prequels that I have an issue with.
Sure.
And it's the most. Excuse me. It's the most. I'm still getting over some ailments. So
you mentioned it in the preview. Listeners, if you hear Brady coughing, it's not necessarily that he's building up to a point. He might just be clearing his throat.
Yes. And
sorry, you were
saying.
So
the thing I dislike that is the most prevalent in Phantom Menace is that stupid, idiotic, dumbass, waste of screen time Gungan named Jar Jar Binks.
Right.
Like,
and you're not alone. Like, that's a very
and
prevalent...
it's not even like some people just hate the Gungans. I think the Gungans are cool. What an interesting race.
Yeah.
But Jar Jar is just so dumb.
Right.
Like,
and yeah, you're right. Like, no one can argue that. Like, that he's no one. Yeah, there are those theories out there that he's this mastermind and he's a Sith Lord and all that. But you're right. Like, he's annoying.
And to this day, George Lucas's most defended character. Like, it's his favorite character.
Oh, really?
And I don't know if that's... Yeah, and I don't... He said it several times.
Wow.
And I don't know if it's... I don't know if that's genuine or if he's just, like, stuck his foot in the sand and he's, I don't know.
I'm not changing what my opinion is.
Yeah, screw you guys. Yeah. You guys didn't like Jar Jar. Well, then he's my favorite.
I'm George Lucas. Like, who are you to,
Yeah.
It's interesting. So just as a note, and I can refer to this when we have conversations. While I watched this movie, I made a table. Okay.
Sure.
And like a carpentry table, like I was in my garage, like hand using a lathe and kind of just.
Wow. Yeah.
But then I also made a little table on a Word document.
Okay.
And in one column, I've got the problem with Phantom Menace. So like I typed out some common arguments about this is a problem, this is a problem. And the next column, I put, here's a comparable in the original trilogy that I just want to say, hey guys, like there are problems in all the Star Wars movies. It's not just Phantom Menace, so we just need to be aware. So specifically with my Jar Jar Binks, because one of my points was Jar Jar Binks, so I'm glad you brought that up. My comparable in the original trilogy, which is not without sin.
Don't say this.
Is, you know what I'm going to say, Chewbacca.
What?
Chewbacca?
Really?
Oh, where did you think I was going to go with that?
I thought you were going to hate on the Ewoks.
Oh, no. Chewbacca. Chewbacca is just as slapstick and irritating as Jar Jar Binks. The only mercy is that Chewbacca doesn't speak English, so you can just kind of zone out his groans.
I have to disagree with you 105%.
That's okay. That's cool.
Chewbacca's not... I won't say Chewbacca doesn't have some slapstick moments.
Sure.
And he's not, he's not my favorite character.
Sure.
But to say that he's as slapstick and as ridiculous as Jar Jar Binks is a cardinal sin, my friend.
I guess it is a bit far to say they're on the same level, but I'm saying they're within the same league. So I'm just saying the original has some sins as well.
Wow. We could do a whole episode on this. Wow.
Yeah.
Even though but Chewbacca is Han Solo's partner, his best friend.
Sure. Yeah. He is.
He's intelligent enough to fly, work on, do whatever with the Millennium Falcon.
But does he manipulate the Senate and the courts in an important plot way? Does he?
But
does he do that?
But neither does Jar Jar. Jar Jar is like there's no manipulation happening there. That's Palpatine manipulating them through an idiot like Jar Jar.
Yeah, I know. This isn't a hill that I want to like. I at the end of the day, I think Jar Jar's an idiot and he doesn't improve the movie. But my general point is, you can't just solely hate on it and ignore some flaws with the original series.
Okay, well, I'm going to.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you'll hear some of my other points as we go on.
So wait, so you're calling Chewbacca a flaw of the original trilogy?
He doesn't add anything.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I mean,
this is good. It's
I know Carl Eastman is listening somewhere, and he probably stopped right now, and he's just thrown his laptop at the wall and just been like, enough of this blasphemy.
Yeah.
But you got to say what you got to say.
I feel like this whole segment has like any mutual friends that we have, it has, if there was any debate as far as which one of us they preferred.
Right. This is polarizing.
That debate is done.
Yeah,
like,
this is very polarizing, what I've just said.
I'm sorry, Pete. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
You get a participation medal. But I feel like you know.
I am alienating myself with this comment. I'm aware.
Wow.
I'm aware.
Okay, I'm curious.
Yeah, for sure.
Wherever you're listening to this podcast, if there is a commentability ability, preferably Facebook.
Comment.
Just go do this on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go to our Facebook, comment down below, and let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are on Chewbacca, and more importantly, Chewbacca in comparison to Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that'd be fun.
Moving on to a topic that won't lose us listeners. Yeah. Wow. That's so. Okay. Excuse me. So
let me ask you a question about, because you were mentioning this, that there was a lot of build up to this movie, and this is the first movie you and I were alive for that was new in theaters. So
in the Star Wars.
The first movie ever. Like just ever.
That's the 90s were a dry period for cinematography.
It was some slow years. I'll give you my thoughts after. I want to hear your take about just, do you have any like specific memories of like either walking out and being like, yeah, this is okay, or just waiting in line being like, I can't wait, or where's this going to go? Like, do you have any specific movies leading up to or during or following this movie? Just because it was pretty monumental in our young lives.
Yeah. So I don't think, and I'm not 100% sure.
Sure.
But I don't think that I saw this in the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I would have been 7 at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
And yeah, like, but I don't even know, like at 7 years old in the 90s, I don't even know that I understood the theater going experience. Like I don't know that I understood that was something to desire, seeing it in the theater. I knew it was coming.
Sure.
But I think to me, and I mean my parents were, you know, kids and teenagers in the 70s and 80s.
Sure.
And so they were of the original Star Wars generation. Yep. But neither of them were like big into Star Wars. Right?
Sure. It was more like a cultural thing. Like,
they had seen them.
Out.
They had seen them, but who hadn't?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
And so, yeah, the release of a new one is not something they would have been super caught up in. And again, without really the internet, no YouTube, so I didn't really have, like, I wasn't seeing trailers for it. I wasn't, you know.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, people would, I read online, because I wasn't old enough to remember, people would go to movie theaters, purchase tickets, and watch the Star Wars trailer, and then just leave.
Yeah.
Like, that was a thing.
Because there was no other way to see a trailer.
No. Or at least not a brand new trailer.
I don't even know. Yeah. Like I don't even know if they were airing them on TV at that point.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was a big deal.
There was a time like on VHS, and even I think it bled over into DVD a little bit, where there'd be trailers before movies on VHS. Right. But that was typically less theater based,
right,
and more. Coming soon to home video.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not new movie. Yeah, you're right. Not theater-based movies. So there'd be no way to see a theater-based trailer.
Yeah.
Or a new upcoming movie.
So anyways, all that, I knew that it was big.
Sure.
And I don't even know specifically that I knew I don't know. We had rented. There was a local video store in town, Hollywood North.
Oh, nice.
And we would go and as a young kid, like by this point, I was already wanting to rent the Star Wars, like mostly Empire and Return of the Jedi, mostly Return of the Jedi.
Right. Yeah. No time for.
Excuse me.
No time for tuberculosis or
gross.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
Anybody got time for that?
No. But man, hang on. Sorry, I got to take a drink of water here.
Kids, don't smoke.
No,
it's not worth it.
Don't vape either. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, I'm back.
Great.
So I don't know. I knew that it was coming. And I knew that it was big, but sure. I don't think that I knew specifically that the Phantom Menace was big. I think I just knew that Star Wars was big. Right. And the reason for that is because I don't think throughout the history of cinematography, of cinema, I don't think there has ever been,
right,
nor may there ever be, a film that had more merchandise and marketing made for it everywhere in 1999, and for the following years afterwards, because they made so freaking much of it. Like if you go in a discount bargain store, like surplus
thrift shop
type thing.
Thrift shop, yeah.
Well, no, not even secondhand stuff.
Okay.
There is an abundance sometimes if they've pulled old stock from somewhere.
Of Phantom Menace stuff?
Of unopened Phantom Menace figurines.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it's that iconic packaging that has Darth Maul on it.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right.
And
didn't they come with like the little Comtech chips? They came with like little chips that you could plug in, and it would say like a line of that character.
I had so many. I didn't have a single toy.
I have a whole box. I still have a whole box.
I didn't have a single toy from Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. I had so many damn toys from the Phantom Menace. I had like a Darth Maul action, like you could put a coin in it, or you could also like switch it to not needing a coin. You could just push the button, and he would say some lines, and he would fight. And he was like, I don't know, he was like a foot tall, and on like this based platform. I'll send you a link to it.
That's so
but what was amazing about it is on either side there was like a jack, where on one side you could plug in, you could buy the Qui-Gon Jinn, and you could buy the Obi-Wan, and you could click them into either side of this thing.
And they interact.
And it would recognize that the other ones were there, and they would fight.
That's cool.
They would have a lightsaber battle.
That's actually really cool.
Like, there was so many, So anyways, there was so much merchandise made for this film.
Right. Because I'm well aware. I bought you, and it sounds like you did too. Like I had so many Star Wars toys around this time.
Much.
Yeah. It sounds like my experience was a little bit different than yours.
Okay.
I am well aware that I saw this movie at least 3 times in theaters.
Wow.
Maybe a fourth. I can't remember the fourth. I was at a relative's house who's no longer with us. And this relative was like, "Oh, do you want to see like this new Star Wars movie? It's like, I know you love Star Wars. We should go see it." And my mom was like, "For the love of God, no. He's already seen it 3 times." So I don't remember if I actually saw it a fourth, but for sure 3. But I just remember the magic of like being in a theater, seeing Star Wars, the opening credits like jump across the screen. Like this was like compared to my 1990s TV that didn't have surround sound, like it was so visceral and so different. Like it was amazing to be in a theater and watch Star Wars. And think as a kid, I wasn't critiquing like, yeah, Phantom Menace sucks or it doesn't suck. I just enjoyed it, and it was Star Wars, and I was like, I want to do this again. Like, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
And specifically, like, when in that opening 10 minutes when there's the fog, like the poisonous gas, and you see the two lightsabers light up, I was like, oh my gosh. And the Star Wars theme starts playing when they start just destroying those battle droids. I was like, this is amazing. And you see... Yeah, and you like just as a kid seeing Darth Maul reveal his dual lightsaber and just Duel of the Fates on a big screen with John Williams music blasting in surround sound, like as a kid, this was fantastic.
Well, and I mean, there's so many things in this film that if you had grown up or previously enjoyed the original trilogy,
right,
that was so new, so fresh. Battle droids. What are battle droids?
So
we've never seen
different.
battle droids. Like, I'm like, put yourself back in this 1999. Battle droids.
What the heck are these things?
Everything's so pristine. Everything's so crazy looking. There are other Jedi.
Right. Yes, they're not an extinct order. Like, it is like a vibrant law force. I don't know, that's not the right way to put it, but like it's a system. Like, there's just a whole system of Jedi. Like, it's still a living order. Like, there's not just one guy living in exile and a quasi guy in training who's found him on Dagobah. Like, there are thousands of Jedi.
Exactly.
And they're like a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All
like there's so much in this. And can I mentioned this to you the other day.
Yeah.
With the exception of Jar Jar Binks at some points.
Sure.
Like, the prequels are criticized for an overuse of CGI.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people hate on that.
But there are films that come out today, 20 years later,
right,
whose computer effects don't come anywhere close to touching. Like, this is much like A New Hope was in the 70s.
Right.
This
kind of
film
like revolutionary.
Was groundbreaking.
Right.
It was so ahead of its time, technology-wise.
Right.
Like, it's incredible.
Right.
Yeah. It looks incredible. The battle droids. The fact that all the battle droids are computer-generated, the fact that they're not actually there.
Yeah, those are actually really good. I think we take those for granted. Like, things of that nature that just look very real.
Yes.
And it's easy to hate on, oh, that's a blue screen, or that's Liam Neeson standing in front of a green screen. Like, that's not real. Let's hate on it. But you're right. There's a lot of stuff that's great as far as the effects in this movie.
That's
a really good point.
Speaking of, this is a Star Wars movie that has Liam Neeson in it.
So I've got two notes here. One, I literally made the note Liam Neeson is a boss. But in my table of, like, I made all the problems with Phantom Menace, any argument that I don't have an answer for, my answer is Liam Neeson, Samuel L. Jackson, and Ewan McGregor were in this movie. Point for Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Like, those three guys are amazing. Like, those three actors are incredible. And it's a shame Liam Neeson doesn't come back ever as a Force ghost or is killed off, but he was a fantastic Jedi Master.
I mean, until The Force Awakens. Or not The Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker. But, you know.
You think he's coming back?
No, I don't. But I do wonder if they will slap Liam Neeson in a wig and make him appear as a Force ghost to Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series.
That would be... Yeah, that would logically... Like, not only the fanboys would love it, but you're right, it would make sense.
It would make sense. He's in exile.
Yeah.
This takes place shortly after Yoda tells Obi-Wan, I have new training for you to do.
Right.
I have a way for you to connect with Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon, your old master.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's actually a really valid point. I could see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I will admit, like, I love the prequels. Phantom Menace isn't my favorite prequel, so, but I will admit there's a flaw here. We don't need so much of the story in these Star Wars movies being about trade routes and taxation. Like, that's not what Star Wars is at its core.
Okay.
Like, that's fair.
I have a way to combat that.
Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, and Samuel L. Jackson?
No.
Okay, go on.
I wish I had. Hang on. I gotta see if I can find this list.
Sure.
I was watching a video the other day.
Cool.
And there was a list of. Hang on. I'm gonna Google this right now. You can Google along at home if you're listening.
Just turn the page when you hear the beep.
Things in the prequels that
I'm curious how you're going to get out of this taxation thing, because I can't even find an excuse for that. That's a little lame. I'm not going to lie.
So it was a video, but I'm hoping I can find
like a list, segmented list. Because as a kid, during those Senate scenes, I totally just zoned out. I was like, this is boring. This isn't Star Wars. This isn't good versus evil. This is politics.
So...
And Mummy, what's democracy?
I can't find it. Anyways,
sure.
But the main point was it was a video about 8 things.
Okay.
About the prequels.
Okay.
That George Lucas planned in 1977.
Oh, cool.
And it was based off of notes, like notes that George Lucas wrote in the 70s. Oh. About the world that he was building, about the backstory, about all of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And that's you have to trust that it's true, because there are people who think
no, George provided them.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Right.
I'm not questioning if he provided them. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And and one of the things on that list that was written in 1977.
Don't say Jar Jar Binks.
Was that the Emperor?
Yeah.
Overthrew the Republic. He gained power.
Okay.
By manipulating tax laws, by manipulating. So it's one of those things where that was always the plan. So to say it's not Star Wars, I struggle with that for 2 reasons. One, George Lucas, who created Star Wars, planned that from the beginning, even though it hadn't been revealed to you. It was Star Wars 40 years ago, and we didn't realize it yet. Right. And the other is touching back to something that I may have mentioned either in our first or second episode ever.
Okay.
Whether you like, it was the first episode. Whether you like something or not. Right. So when the Last Jedi happened, a lot of people had the argument that's not Luke Skywalker's character. That's not what Luke Skywalker would do. Like, there were all kinds of petitions to remove The Last Jedi from canon, which is
that's silly.
Bullshit. Get over yourself.
That's a little silly.
Yeah. But everyone was like, well, that's not what Luke Skywalker would do. That's not how Luke Skywalker would act. Mm-hmm. That's not Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing.
Yep.
That is how Luke Skywalker acted.
Right.
Whether you thought that's what he was going to do or not, he did it.
Yep.
and now it's Star Wars.
Fair.
It is now canon. It's now a part of it. Right?
Like you're saying, this is part of George Lucas's vision.
Well, even not, like, I mean, George Lucas had nothing to do with The Last Skywalker, or The Last Jedi. But,
fair.
But really, in general, it doesn't matter. The same thing. Yep. I think the example that I used in episode 1 of our show was, I think I compared it to Batman. People go, well, that's not the way it should happen. Well, that is how it's happened, and that's canon.
Right.
So get over it. Right? Well, no, but I mean, with the whole trade federation and the taxation thing, in 1995, you could think to yourself, Star Wars isn't really about politics.
Right.
And in 1999, when The Phantom Menace comes out, the only appropriate response is, wow, I never knew, or, I had no idea that there was a point in the Star Wars timeline that was so heavily political. And I mean, really, the original series is just as political, but it's just a different political system.
See, and so let me rephrase, because I'm agreeing with what you're saying in that I think people are overreacting, like, hey, I don't think this is Star Wars, remove this from canon. What I want to rephrase about the taxation, trade routes, bogging it down, I think it's legitimate that something like this is where the Emperor kind of begins his kind of evil plan, because there's historical grounds to comparables to this in history, whether you look at the Third Reich or the Roman Empire, of someone by eventually getting means of like emergency powers, keeping those emergency powers and not returning them, and then it like turning into a dictatorship. Because I think you're right, like when you're saying George Lucas had this written down from the beginning, like it is kind of a cool concept. I think what I meant was not that it's not Star Wars. I don't know if I need to know this in as much nitty gritty detail. Like, I'm not sure if I need to be part of these Senate meetings. I think part of me would rather just that there be an evil emperor and we don't know how we got into power, and we don't need to get into as much detail. Maybe that's my argument more.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
I enjoy that part of it. I think, for me, it adds validity to how the emperor became the emperor.
Fair.
Because that's the thing, is in the original trilogy, we're not just dealing with a group of bad guys that are trying to take over the world.
Right.
The emperor, the empire, is the government.
Right. They're
it's
not
government.
Like a little band of...
And the good guys are guys that are trying to overthrow the government.
Right.
Fight back against the corrupt government.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
So to ask yourself, how did he reach that position? How did this awful guy be put, not just like king of the galaxy? No, he is like he's the president. He's the prime minister.
Yeah. There's something to be said for that. Yeah.
He was elected.
Yeah. How did the system go from like a democratic system, a democracy, to just this emperor literally being like ruler of all?
Right. Who chose to put him in power?
Fair. That's a fair point. Like I appreciate that. Yeah.
Something else really interesting. And this is divisive.
Sure. Okay.
But
more than Chewbacca.
Whatever. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Something else. Yeah. A word that was first used in the 1977 notes of George Lucas. When George Lucas was sitting down and planning out Star Wars.
Sure.
And just coming up with because people do that often, where you will create a movie.
Yeah.
And
not a lot of Yeah.
or characters, right? If you're creating a character, you may only show 10% of what you've written down about the character. You may only show 10% of that on film, but you build a backstory for this character to understand,
have a rich character,
understand the character, on who they are, where they've been, how they've
more
gotten
than
where
one
they
dimension to that character.
And so one word that appears with a definition, with an explanation, in the 1977 notes of George Lucas.
I'm so curious now.
Is the word midichlorians.
Oh.
So people get upset and they go, oh, he went back and he tried to explain how they... No.
Mm-hmm.
Midichlorians...
This was part of the original
It was always
idea
about midichlorians.
Okay.
And you don't have to... Like, people can look this up. You know, people are going to argue with me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm giving you facts. Like I'm not giving you an opinion here.
Right. I'm on the fence with the midichlorians because I don't hate it. There's some people that absolutely hate it. I'm on the fence a bit. I'm wondering if we needed it because some things are more powerful to our imaginations, but that's cool that it's not just like a work back, like, hey, let's backfill some stuff. Like, this is a part of his plan from the beginning, it seems.
Well, and you know, people get bent out of shape. I think the biggest argument I hear is people didn't need to, you know, the Force was just the Force, and we didn't need to know how the Force works.
Sure.
And I would argue we still don't.
Oh, yeah, fair. We know more, but not all. Yeah.
But really, like, still, what is the Force? Give me a half an hour lecture on the Force that is now based on midichlorians. You can't.
No.
George Lucas, in his notes about midichlorians, simply used midichlorians as a way to explain why some people are able to use the Force.
Right.
And some aren't.
Right.
That there is something inside of you, microorganisms inside of you, and the more you have, the stronger you are in the Force.
Yeah.
And there's a varying number in all people, and some people don't have enough midichlorians to use the Force. And that's it. I mean, that's literally all that midichlorians explain. Because like the extent of our talk about midichlorians really is when Qui-Gon and Anakin are sitting out on the balcony and he does the blood test.
Qui-Gon takes Qui-Gon takes a knee and it's like, here, let me poke your finger.
Yeah. And they go, you know, he's got a midichlorian count of this high. And he says, not
higher than Yoda.
Not even Yoda has a midichlorian count that high. And Qui-Gon says, no Jedi has.
Yeah.
And I love, people get bent out of shape about this again as well.
Sure.
I love that Anakin was born of the Force.
Yeah. I'm impartial to it.
He was created by the midichlorians. He doesn't have a dad.
Right. No.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's an argument to be made, and we'll get to this in a couple of episodes. But that Palpatine and or maybe Darth Plagueis played a role in, you know, the conception of Anakin.
So did you say Plagueis?
Yeah. Palpatine's master.
Interesting. Yeah.
So
yeah, that'd be fascinating to kind of get some insight on that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else about this movie stood out to you?
I mean, if you can compared to the originals, if you thought lightsaber fights were cool before the prequels,
yeah, just next level.
Like these intensely choreographed fights.
The choreography, the style, just so much more alive and vibrant than the prequel or the original movies. Like just so real, so visceral. Just
We get to see these really interesting planets like Coruscant.
Yeah.
One planet that's just an entire big city.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I have so many questions. Like, how do they... Yeah, never mind. I'm not even going to ask them because I don't want to get into... I don't know the Star Wars canon, but it's fascinating.
Because I probably have an answer.
Well, I'm just like, how do they grow food? Like, all these systems of, like, our cities aren't self-sustaining. Like, you need agriculture to supplement a city, and you need somewhere to put refuse and garbage. I'm wondering how this planet does all this stuff. That maybe there's a BBC documentary on it.
So, yeah, I'll send you some links. Essentially, the garbage is taken out in freighters and sent off into space.
Right.
And the food is a combination of off-world food that is shipped in, and then also like little greenhouse type things.
Like, I guess there's rooftop gardens. I shouldn't overlook those.
Indoor agriculture is kind of
right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to your point. Yeah, in these prequels, we get to see a lot of cool planets that weren't possible to show in the original 3, just due to technology and whatnot.
Exactly. Do you have trivia for me? I'm so pumped.
I do. Can I just ask one more question?
Sure.
And I'm not trying to
I'll allow that.
I don't want to turn up I'm not trying to make a stink out of some things, but would it be weird if Anakin were like 18 years old and Padme were like 8 or 9? Because there's an age gap between those two kids.
It's not as big of an age gap as you think. So
no, okay.
There is an age gap for sure.
Yeah,
but I want to pull this up here because I looked it up at one point.
Okay.
How old is...
Because I think... what's her name? Yeah, I forget.
I mean, as an actress, yes. But
sure. Yeah.
In episode 1... Okay, so that's that. And then how old is Anakin?
Yeah.
Anakin is... Okay. So Anakin is 9 years old in episode 9.
Okay.
Padme.
Episode 1.
What'd I say?
Yeah. Episode 9.
Okay.
He's dead in episode 9.
He's 9 years old in episode 1.
Yep, okay.
Padme.
Yep.
Padme Amidala.
Yep.
The Queen.
The Queen of Naboo.
Is 14. So
then that's fine.
So
okay.
really...
That's not much of an age difference.
It's not that big of a deal.
Like, it's 5
Especially
years.
because they don't really have any romantic entanglement
for like 10
in
years.
this one. Right? So
That's
for
true.
10 years. So then, I mean, we reach a point where Anakin's 19 and she's 24.
Okay.
Big whoop.
For some reason, I thought it was more than 5 years. And I think there's more than 5 years between the actors, but not necessarily between the characters. And I think that's what threw me off.
Yeah, and that's probable because Padme, a couple years later, plays a 10-year older version of herself. Whereas they got a different actor to play Anakin.
True. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right. I do have some trivia, and I'm so pumped to try and stump you here.
Good luck. I haven't been doing well.
You have hit or miss.
Crazy.
It depends. So I've got a couple like actual questions and then some real quick true or false. So they'll be split into 2 categories here.
Okay.
The first question, who utters the term, "I have a bad feeling about this" in Phantom Menace?
So interestingly, it is the first line of the film.
Hey.
And it's spoken by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Attaboy, you got it.
They turn around and they're like, Ewan McGregor's like, "I have a bad feeling about this."
Like they pull their hoods off to reveal who they are.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh boy.
Then
he utters it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yes.
And Liam Neeson is like, "I don't sense anything." Yeah.
It is awesome. Good for you. You got that. That's good. The second one, I'm not sure. It was news to me, so we'll see if you knew about this or not. Which star from Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean series had a role in Phantom Menace? Which star?
From the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Keira Knightley. Keira Knightley
Correct.
plays, don't tell me her name.
Mm-hmm.
Dorme, who is...
I think it's Sabi.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's one of Padme's handmaidens. And the
Correct.
decoy...
Yep.
When they're approaching Boss Nass on Naboo.
Yep. Which blew my mind. I never knew that she was in this movie.
Yeah, a very young Keira Knightley at this point.
Yeah, pre Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I think that came about 3 or 4 years after this.
Yeah.
Wow, you're doing really well. 2 for 2 so far. I hope this next one stumps you a little bit. Which of these actors were considered for the role of Qui-Gon Jinn? Which of these actors?
So help me God, if you say Sean Connery.
Which of these actors were considered for the role of Qui-Gon Jinn? So I've got multiple choice here, okay? Vin Diesel.
Ooh.
Morgan Freeman.
No.
Tom Hanks. Kurt Russell. Denzel Washington.
There's so many options.
And Kyle MacLachlan.
I don't know who Kyle MacLachlan is.
Twin Peaks.
I've never seen Twin Peaks.
Blue Velvet.
I don't know what that is.
Just picture like any David Lynch movie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyone standing out there?
So many options.
No Sean Connery. All right, here's the options. Vin Diesel, Morgan Freeman, Tom Hanks, Kyle MacLachlan, Kurt Russell, Denzel Washington.
Man. I don't know. I'm going to say that it's not Morgan Freeman.
Okay. Sure.
I'm going to say that it's probably not... Oh, man. I'm going to say that it's probably not Tom Hanks.
Right.
Oh, dear. Okay, let me think about this. Let me think about ages.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm going to force you just to have a guess, just because with the number of names I gave you, it could take some time to come up with an answer.
All right. I'm going to say... Ooh. Okay, so let me preface this.
Sure, yeah.
By saying that in my college program...
Sure.
I am taking and excelling at a psychology course.
Nice.
And part of psychology is breaking down what people do and why they do them. Now, you've given me several multiple choice questions in the past.
Sure.
Always with 4 options.
Right.
This is the first time I've had more than 4 options.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say F, all of the above.
Oh, Brady A. McGee. You did it. You are just owning these questions. According to my internet sources, all were considered to some capacity for the role of Qui-Gon Jinn.
That's weird.
I am so proud of you right now.
Some of those I cannot picture in the slightest.
Vin Diesel is like, no.
Yeah.
Even Kyle MacLachlan, he's great in the roles I've seen him, but not Qui-Gon. Denzel Washington, maybe. Like a training day version of Qui-Gon Jinn, I guess. Yeah. They made the absolute correct answer with Liam Neeson, though.
Yeah.
Can I make a psychology pun because you brought it up? So
sure.
Can I at least make a pun?
Yeah.
There are, depending on the type of psychology that you subscribe to, specifically analytical psychology, psychology can make you young at heart.
Wow.
Carl Jung.
Wow.
I hope someone, I hope at least one person likes that pun and comments on Facebook and says, "Hey, nice pun, Pete." But we'll see. Some people might just unsubscribe altogether to our show.
I feel like you're losing us listeners left, right, and center today.
Just everything I'm saying today is just dividing. Okay, these I've got a couple more real quick ones. These are just true, false. Okay. Natalie Portman missed the premiere party in New York for Phantom Menace because she had to go home to study for her university exams.
Oh, so she would have been. So, that gives us some insight into the actress's age.
Right.
That she's potentially... And see? Well, we don't know.
Yeah. True or false?
For her university exams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to say false. I'm going to say...
Okay.
Because I think she's older, but I don't think she's that much older. I don't think she's university old at this point. I'd say she's, maybe 15 or 16. And sure. Jake Lloyd was, like 10 or something?
Probably like 10.
Yeah.
So you're correct. It's false. She did miss the premiere, however, to study for her high school exams because she was 18 at the time.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
That's rough. That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, can't you just... I don't know. It's this premiere of Star Wars, anyway.
Guys, I'm gonna be dating Darth Vader. Like, can we?
Yeah. Can we postpone this by 1 day?
This is important.
Can I get just someone to invigilate and I write the exam in New York and then I can go to this party? It's kind of a big deal.
All right. What do you got?
True or false? Hugh Jackman was considered for the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hugh Jackman. Wow. That seems it initially right off the bat, that seems wrong to me.
Mm-hmm. That would be a very weird Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, I'm just trying to think at this, I'm trying to think if the movie came out in 99.
Right. Yep.
Then casting for the roles would have taken probably a year or two earlier, at least. At least.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I'm trying to think where Hugh Jackman was in his career at this point. It was pre-X-Men.
Yeah. I could not tell you a dang thing from the 90s. He's more of the movies I know of him are in the 2000s. Yeah.
Oh, geez. I'm going to say that's so tough because he was doing musical stuff and he was doing a lot of
on
Broadway
right
kind of things. I'm going to say false.
True.
It's true?
Yeah, it's true. He was considered for the role.
Weird.
How far he got in the process, I'm not sure. And one final true-false question. This is the first Star Wars film to be released on DVD. True or false?
To be released on DVD?
Mm-hmm.
False.
Yep. According to this, it's true, but it didn't happen until a year after. So over a year after its release on VHS, it was the first one to be released on DVD.
Okay, see, so that's... that comes down to interpretation of the question. I was thinking at the time of release, it was on DVD.
Semantics. So
because my copy of The Phantom Menace was definitely VHS.
So was mine. This was the first time, for this episode of the podcast, the first time I watched it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
So did the version you watch have CGI or Puppet Yoda in it?
Puppet Yoga.
Okay.
Not Puppet Yoga. Puppet Yoda.
Because my version, being a remaster, had CGI Yoda in it.
Which I think is better.
CGI Yoda?
Yep.
I think CGI Yoda blends him more in. I'm glad that they didn't go back and CGI him into the original trilogy.
Oh gosh, no. Please, no.
And I
never.
adore the fact that when Yoda appears in The Last Jedi, that it's Puppet Yoda. I thought that was incredible touch.
Sure.
But as far as the prequels go, it just blends better having them CGI in the prequels.
For sure. Yeah.
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 Something we missed that I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to have this conversation without discussing.
Sure.
Is pod racers.
Oh yeah, I was curious where you stood.
It's exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like car racing movies. I don't like racing in general.
No.
You know, it was basically like a spaceship kind of car race.
It's
So,
grown on me.
In that
it's
sense,
grown on me.
In that sense, it doesn't do it for me. But it's a good chunk of screen time.
9 minutes
is missing Jar Jar Binks for the most part. So I welcome it.
Funny thing was, as a kid, I didn't really enjoy it, but it's grown on me. And I feel it has a place because we're told all these stories of how Anakin was the best pilot in the universe and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it is kind of important to kind of just give a bit of validity to that. So
Absolutely.
I think it has a place. Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, Pete. What are your thoughts on this film?
I gave it an 8.3.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta love Duel of the Fates, baby. I've been waiting for so long for Duel of the Fates. That's just my jam. And Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, Samuel L. Jackson. No, in all seriousness, on my rating scale, I gave it an 8.3. I enjoyed watching this movie. How about yourself?
A rating scale that I've still yet to see, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to send it to you. I'm gonna pick a movie that I think would be a good one for both of us to use it together.
I kind of wonder.
Use the same scale.
I kind of wonder if you're just pulling these scores out of your ass, and if it's like
there is no scale.
Yeah.
There is no spoon.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Cool.
It's high.
Yeah.
It's high because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of the lower ones on my Star Wars scale.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's like some Star Wars is Star Wars, but there has to be a Star Wars that gets the lowest rating. Like there just has to.
Oh
be.
yeah.
Like
for
there's
sure.
nothing wrong with saying that it got a 7. That's fair.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover?
I think just what we watched this week.
Right on. Perfect.
So what'd you watch this week, man?
So I watched 2 movies. And the one was a recommendation that you gave me, and the other will be what I recommend to you.
Okay.
So I watched Ernest Scared Stupid.
Okay.
It was a little lost on me. I basically thought 2 things. One, I didn't love it, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I feel like I've maybe seen clips of it before, and maybe that had something to do with it. Like I had seen snippets on TV. But the other thing, I'm just really into movies recently that are set and made in like the late 80s, in the 90s, maybe even the early 2000s. So I gave it a 4.4 out of 10. So I definitely it's in like the Rent category. It's not in the Why at the Cottage category, so it's not like The Jerk bad.
Okay.
And so I'm not it was the only question I have is like there's those kids that were from like the 1800s that were saved at the end. And I kind of feel bad for them because they're brought back to life and like literally their entire family and friends are all gone.
And also it raises the question of how old is that witch lady?
Oh,
because if she's a sibling,
right,
and she's still alive, like there's some time discrepancy there.
Well, and just with those, like, what do those kids do now? Like, it's similar to the curse of living forever. Like, everyone you've ever loved will eventually die and you'll be left alone on the earth. What are these kids supposed to do? Just like, what are they like? How do you just start over?
Well, I feel like their reintroduction to society will probably begin with an appearance on Jerry Springer.
I guess. Yeah.
And then you go from there.
Yeah, I guess.
What else did you watch?
But yeah, okay, this needs a bit of an introduction.
Wait, so hang on.
Yeah.
On the category of Ernest Scared Stupid.
Sure.
Would you not agree, though, that it's kind of typical family Halloween 90s movie, right? Like it doesn't, if that's your bar, then the movie doesn't really fall short of that bar, right? Like it's essentially if you took Ernest Goes to Camp, which is the one you saw and enjoyed.
Yep.
And someone said, okay, take that and set it in the same universe as Hocus Pocus.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I think I prefer Hocus Pocus a bit more.
Oh, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Like, for what it is. Like,
yeah,
for sure. So it's next week that we're doing our horror thriller episode, is it not?
Yes.
So that got me to watch a movie that I had seen parts of on TV as a kid, but never actually finished.
Okay.
And so I rewatched it as an adult. And it's in the same category as like thriller. It's not horror, but it's more like thriller.
Okay.
How well versed are you in the world of B-grade thriller movies?
I mean, well, you've been recommending some thriller movies for me, so
yeah. So I want you to watch this movie, and usually when I've told you to watch movies, it's like, hey, I want to expose you, like, you should watch this movie because you probably wouldn't try it, or you should watch this movie. I'm not necessarily wanting you to watch this movie because, like, hey, I just think you'd enjoy it, or you should, this is one of the movies you should watch in your life. I want you to watch it, and I want you to exercise your analytical skills. So if you like it, I want you to tell me, like, stick with 3, like, pick 3 things that you liked, or 3 things that you want to critique.
Okay.
And I have a feeling it'll be more critique, but I don't want to steer you the wrong way. The last thing I'm going to do to build you up to this movie. This movie was a ratings hit in that it became the most watched movie on basic cable television during the month of its release.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, which, I mean, at first it seems like a big feat, and then when you realize, like, just in 1 month, that's not that big of a feat. But it's a B-grade movie, and it's literally on YouTube, so take that for what it's worth. I'll send you the YouTube link later. It's called The Triangle. It's a 2001 thriller.
Is this not... Okay, hang on. Is this not... Maybe you said this and I wasn't listening. Is this not a 2 or 3 part television movie?
It is...
when I watched it... 2 or 3 parts? Is this the one? Because obviously it's about the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Is this the one where there's like the girl's in the plane underwater and she's a little girl, and when they bring her up, she's like an old lady, like a couple minutes later?
But that sounds really interesting.
No, that's not this? Okay.
I think there's more than one movie called The Triangle, because when I was looking for it, I found like different ones.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, this has Luke Perry in it.
Yeah. See, I don't know if that's the one then, but okay, that's
different. So yeah, I want more your analytical expertise on this, because I don't want to steer you one way or the other, but I think it would be fun just to have a laugh over it.
Okay.
And I just want you to use your skills on it.
So
that's my recommendation to you.
The one that I was thinking of has not Luke Perry in it.
Does it have like Liam Hemsworth?
No, it has. No? So the one I'm thinking of is from 2005.
Oh.
And has Eric Stoltz.
Oh.
And Sam Neill.
Huh.
And yeah, and it is a barrel of laughs.
Is it intended to be?
It's really interesting. It has Bruce Davison in it. Like, it's a really interesting movie or TV series, mini-series. Yeah.
But why is it a barrel of laughs?
It's that was just a thing I said. Okay. But yeah, it's 4 hours long in total.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But it's good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, okay.
So yeah, use your analytical skills, and let's break this thing down next week.
We'll do, man. We'll do.
Mm-hmm. What did you watch this week?
I watched 3 films, one of which you recommended, 2 of which you did not, one of which I will recommend to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been working on that script all morning.
It's actually pretty smooth. I didn't say anything, but I was impressed.
So I watched Raising Arizona.
Cool. And?
I'm not sure why I watched Raising Arizona. I thought we were friends. But you learn new things every day. No, in all seriousness.
All seriously.
It's not bad. I mean, it's it's a Nick Cage film.
For sure.
And that's what it promises, and that's what it delivers on.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't hate it. I was entertained by it for sure.
Right.
But I'm not gonna buy it. Like I don't.
Yeah. I've only seen it probably twice, so it's not a movie that I'm like, I watch every Christmas.
No.
It's just an interesting, just that it is a Coen Brothers movie. Do you like any other Coen Brothers movies?
A couple, yeah. Yeah, I'm not against Coen Brothers films.
Yeah. No.
But
and it's not their best, but I just wanted it's for a Nicolas Cage movie. It's not bad.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll ever watch it again.
Yeah, I watched it again and then I recommended it to you, so I'm not sure if I'd ever watch it again either.
Yeah,
there's the ending scene when they're at the dinner table that just has this kind of ethereal feel to it.
I think I give it a 4.5.
Okay,
that's fair. For me, a 5 is the tipping point of whether I'd watch it again or not.
Fair. Yeah, it's not for everyone.
So yeah.
Cool.
But if it were on VHS at the cottage, totally.
Totally.
The next one I watched is so I watched 2 other ones.
Sure.
One that I feel like I'm going to recommend to you, and one that I want to recommend to you. The one I want to recommend to you. That raises
so many questions.
The one that I want to recommend to you, I'm going to try to recommend to you with your permission, because it's a better film, and it's a really interesting, based on true events movie.
Okay.
So the first one I watched.
Sure.
Not the one I want to recommend, but the one that I may if you veto the other one.
Right. Okay.
Is it's set in the 90s. I don't know exactly which year it is. But it is the live action adaptation of Dennis the Menace.
Oh.
Which has Leah Thompson in it. Walter Matthau plays Mr. Wilson. Christopher Lloyd shows up in it. Like it's...
What?
Oh, yeah.
Who's Christopher Lloyd? Is he the bad guy?
He is, yeah.
Oh,
have you seen
I totally
this movie?
watched,
but not in a long time.
It's from like 1993, right?
Yeah.
It's not since I was a kid, and I didn't realize till now who the bad guy was, and I didn't realize that was Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It's fun.
That's so funny. I never would have made that connection. I probably would have if I watched it.
And it's a John Hughes film, so it's got that going for it.
Sure. Pretty much like the guy who made like every important kids movie in the 90s.
Yeah, well, not just kids movies, like Breakfast Club and all that stuff. Yeah.
Right, yeah, fair. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the fallback option.
Yes.
Okay.
Then there's...
What's the other one?
There's...
I'm sorry, was the Dennis the Menace one based on true events, or the other one?
No, this other one is.
Okay.
This is technically... I think this was marketed as a horror film.
Sure. Okay.
I would say of the 2-hour film, there is maybe 10 minutes of screen time that can be considered horror.
Sure.
There's maybe 20 minutes that can be considered thriller.
Okay.
And then an hour and a half of it is like a courtroom drama.
Okay.
So the film that I want to recommend to you is called The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
I've heard of it.
And it's based on a real case from the 70s in Germany.
And sorry, what year is this movie from?
2005.
Okay.
I believe. And really, so I mean, you see some demonic possession. You see some, like contorting of the body and stuff like that. But those scenes are really brief and sort of few and far between. But basically, the whole film is told through flashbacks. Essentially, there's been an exorcism.
Right.
The film starts out, there's been an exorcism, and it wasn't successful.
Right.
And the girl has died.
Right.
And the priest that performed the exorcism is now on trial for, homicide.
Right. I'm actually aware with the actual legal proceedings of this because I was fascinated by the legal ramifications of the trial itself.
Yeah.
So I'm familiar with the historical.
Yeah. So it's based on a case of a girl named Annalise Michal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A German girl, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Really, really fascinating movie. Such a different take on. Because really, the whole film is told through flashbacks of the priest and the people who were there and witnessed it, but the prosecutor is trying to give you medical reasons for why this could have occurred and not a spiritual. So it really, the film never really tells you this is true or this is true.
Right.
There was a case and these were the arguments.
Right.
Right. And yeah,
because I think weren't a lot of the really cases more about medical negligence, hey, you were treating her spiritually, but you were not actually treating her for any of her medical problems.
Exactly, and that's exactly what comes up in this.
Right.
So
right.
It's the type of horror film that I would recommend to you. I would say I've got no problem with you watching it with the lights on. Middle of the afternoon type of thing. Not because it's scary enough that you need to. We watched it Halloween night in the pitch dark.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's not it didn't scare either of us.
Right. I think
it's just so interesting.
I think it's an interesting aspect because there is the legality of this specific case, but I think what you're describing seems interesting of the way it's told through flashbacks, which is different than most, any other horror movie.
So what you're saying is you'll give it a try.
What I'm saying is there's a chance. I'm not going to make a decision on the spot.
We need to let our listeners need to know what you're going to watch this week.
Next week I will show up having watched one of those two movies.
Oh, that's a cop-out. That feels like a cop.
There are cliffhangers in films. There are cliffhangers in podcasts.
All right. I'll be disappointed. Now that you've given me hope. You've given me hope. And so I'll be disappointed if you don't watch it. But, we'll see.
What if I just read manuscripts of the trial?
Is that it? No. No. Hello and welcome back to the Manuscript Men, where we break down legal proceedings of the past in other countries.
Darn right. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty interesting podcast, I think.
I would like to say that I have my this is just an offshoot, but my microphone is currently propped up on a book.
Cool.
That book being the thickest book that I own.
Cool.
Which is the Canadian Criminal Code, and so I mean we're well on our way.
Yeah, I think
we could discuss case law.
Let's do it. All
right. Until next time, thank you for listening. Do you have a shout out, Pete? Aside from
Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
No, not other than those guys. Do you have a shout out?
I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I really
Is it
do.
Darth Maul?
No, it's not. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's Denzel Washington. No.
It's Sean Connery.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I guess my impromptu shout out in the middle of the show, I'll let you have your shout out, but I did mention Carl Eastman throwing his laptop against the wall at my Star Wars blasphemy.
Yeah. And Carl doesn't know it yet. Carl has no idea. But he doesn't know his world's going to be shattered. We want to potentially have Carl. Carl, if you're listening, come do another Star Wars episode with us.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
I think it would be.
Yeah,
It might just be an hour of him lambasting me about Chewbacca.
Yeah. If we don't hear from him, it will be it will tell us that he doesn't listen to our show.
No, he definitely listens. The other day I saw him in a public setting, and he lambasted me about like a minute error of a Star Wars trivia question I gave a few weeks ago. And I was like, dude, come on. Come on.
No, these things are important, man. You are
There was nothing wrong with the question.
As a movie man, you are putting yourself in a position of leadership.
There was nothing wrong with the question. I think he was just nitpicking.
Well, can you blame
this turned from a shout out to ripping on Carl Eastman. Who's your shout out?
That's so much pressure, man. So much pressure. No, I don't know. I don't have one.
Okay, it'll be Carl Eastman.
Carl Eastman.
Yeah.
Daphne Kirkpatrick again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for doing
and all
what
our
you
Patreon
do.
supporters. Yeah, all our Patreon supporters as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
So until next time, we'll. And I think next week is our voted episode from our horror category. So.
Which we're going to tally up tonight and find
absolutely.
out. It seems to be leading in one direction, and I'm very excited about that one direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not the
you
band.
Are a One Direction fan.
No.
I was talking about the band.
No.
Yeah.
Goodbye.